for that.
All the military and non-military positions
The same thing
came under our attack. All these positions within the Zionist entity came under attack.
The armed forces,
The
people actually,
Zionist entity's aggression
the armed forces, they
was
give them
met
support they
by
needed.
lethal and fatal
in order to
attacks,
conduct
and
such
we succeeded in
great
destroying the enemy's capabilities. And this is
congratulations.
a message that the
Relates
Zionist
to
entity must come to know. Any aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran
achieved against
will
the US
have
regime.
a dear cost, a big and high price. This is what happened.
Against Iran,
Praise and pride to the Iranian armed forces, the Iranian people.
Would totally get
Simply,
annihilated.
the armed forces are part and parcel of the Iranian people.
In order to
It is
salvage
the
Zionist
Iranian
regime.
people that
But
provided,
they achieved nothing out of that
raised,
war.
and fostered those armed forces personnel.
Facilities,
Today, we have a robust,
Which could be,
mighty
of course,
armed forces.
sued in the
A
international.
second message
tribunals.
of congratulations
But
on
they did
the
not manage to
victory
do anything important.
of our beloved Iran
President,
against the
while
United
explaining
States
what
of America.
happened,
States President amplified their military operations, yet it later proved that they have been excessively exaggerating. It is known to all that the outward position of the Americans is failure, as they failed to destroy the Iranian nuclear facilities. That's why they continued with their attempt to magnify and amplify their attacks on our facilities in order to conceal their failure. Attacks on our facilities in order to conceal their failure. The Islamic Republic of Iran dealt a heavy blow to the American forces when they targeted and attacked the American military base in Al Udeid in Qatar, causing grave damage to the base. Those who amplified their attacks on our nuclear facilities came out to downplay our attack on their military base. What matters is that the Iranian armed forces have the capability to target and attack any position they desire at any point of time. Similarly, the American military bases will come under our attack if the American forces direct any belligerence against Iran. The third message is, by virtue of the unity, solidarity, and harmony among our people, the entire population, one voice, one hand, standing side by side, rising above their differences. They rose up and stood by the side of the Islamic Republic of Iran and their armed forces. Not only that, they praised and commended the united ranks of our armed forces. The Iranian people have demonstrated their mettle and their unity against the belligerence initiated against the Islamic Republic of Iran. It is a message that our people are one voice, one hand, one block. The key message of my word here is that one of his speeches, the United States President said Iran must completely give up and surrender. Then the issue is not our nuclear endeavors, yet our surrender. However, these words are much bigger than the US President himself. Iran is a deep-rooted empire, deep-rooted in history, with well-established civilization. That's why the word surrender is not within our vocabulary. The Iranian people mocked the words uttered by the US President. Since the victory of the Iranian revolutions, the West, namely the United States, maintained animosity against Iran under many false pretexts. Sometimes they came up with, under the guise of human rights, women's rights. Now they are coming with other pretexts about our civil nuclear endeavors. Their ultimate goal is to see Iran surrendering. Former US President did not publicly utter such words. Simply, these words are not acceptable at the global legal level. No president has the right to demand one sovereign people to surrender. The Iranian cannot and will not surrender. This is a key point in my message. Let the Iranian people know that the United States have deep-rooted animosity with Iran and the Iranian people, and they want us to surrender. This cannot and will not happen. Iran is mighty, established with deep civilization, deep-rooted in history, vast geography, and established culture, many-fold bigger than the United States civilization. No one could imagine that Iran or the Iranians could surrender. Preposterous this is. Demanding Iran or the Iranian to surrender would bring about nothing but mockery. Iran and the Iranian people are dignified and will remain standing tall by the grace of God the Almighty. And I pray to God Almighty to bestow blessings and grace upon our beloved homeland and our people. And may God have mercy on the Supreme Leader Al-Khamenei. May he rest in peace.
ईरान के सुप्रीम लीडर आयतुल्लाह खामनाई खिताब कर रहे हैं। उन्होंने कहा कि अमेरिका को इस जंग से कोई कामयाबी हासिल नहीं हुई। अमेरिका के अखबार न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स ने भी कल ये खबर दी थी कि ईरान के सुप्रीम लीडर आयतुल्लाह खामनाई मंजर से गायब हैं और आज ईरानी सुप्रीम लीडर आयतुल्लाह खामनाई जंगबंदी के बाद पहली बार ईरान के सुप्रीम लीडर मंजर आम पर आए हैं और कौम से खिताब कर रहे हैं।